You're exhausted. You've just finished 2 incredible weeks exploring Europe, soaking up the culture, enjoying every moment. Now you're standing at the airport, bags packed, ready to fly home. Your guard is completely down because in your mind, the vacation is over. The hard part is behind you. But here's what nobody tells you. This moment, right here at the departure gate, is actually the most dangerous part of your entire trip. There's a new wave of airport traps sweeping through international terminals in 2026, and they're specifically designed to target tired American travelers who just want to get home. The scary part, the people running these scams often look exactly like airport employees. They wear official uniforms, they carry badges, they smile warmly, and they rob you blind while you're too drained to notice. I've been working as a travel advisor for over 12 years now, and I can tell you honestly, my senior clients are hands down my favorite travelers to work with. You've seen the world, you've got incredible stories, and you know how to enjoy a trip without needing every moment documented on social media. But I've also watched too many of you come home from beautiful vacations only to tell me about being scammed at the airport in those final chaotic hours. It breaks my heart because these traps are completely avoidable once you know what to look for. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on 7 exact scams that are waiting for unsuspecting passengers at airports across Europe, Mexico, and other popular international destinations. And more importantly, I'm going to show you the precise steps to shut each one down before they ever touch your wallet. Some of these are so brazen, so perfectly disguised, that even experienced travelers fall for them. If you're planning an international trip this year, or if you're helping a family member prepare to travel, this isn't information you want to learn about after the damage is done. This is what you need to know right now, before you ever step foot in that terminal. Let me start with the first trap, and it happens the absolute second your taxi pulls up to the airport curb. You pop the trunk to grab your suitcase. Before your hand even reaches the handle, a man in a bright vest appears out of nowhere and grabs your bag. He looks official. The vest has some kind of logo on it. He's smiling. He says in broken English, "I help you. I help you to check in. No problem." You assume he's a porter provided by the airport or maybe the airline. You think this is just good customer service, but he is not airport staff. He is not there to help. What happens next is textbook extortion. He'll walk you maybe 50 feet toward the terminal entrance, refuse to let go of your suitcase no matter how many times you reach for it, and then the moment you get near the door, he stops. He puts out his hand and demands a service fee, $20, $50, sometimes more. If you hesitate or say you don't have cash, he'll raise his voice. He'll create a scene. Other fake porters might gather around to intimidate you, and the whole time he's holding your bag hostage, and you're panicking because your flight is in 2 hours and you can't afford to miss it, so you pay. You hand over the cash just to make it stop, just to get your luggage back and get inside, and he walks away to find the next victim. Here's the fix, and I need you to hear this clearly because it might feel rude, but it works. The absolute moment anyone touches your bag without your explicit permission, you say firmly and loudly, "No, don't touch my bag." You don't smile. You don't soften it. You make direct eye contact and you say it like you mean it. Keep your hand on your luggage handle at all times from the moment you step out of that taxi until you physically hand it to the actual airline agent that's behind the official check-in desk inside the terminal. If someone in a vest tries to help and you didn't ask for help, the answer is no. Real airport porters exist, but they work at designated porter stations. They wear official airport uniforms with clear ID badges, and they tell you the price up front before touching anything. Anyone who grabs first and asks later is running a scam. Have you ever had someone at an airport grab your bags without asking? Drop a comment and let me know, because this happens more often than people realize. Now you're inside the terminal. It's chaotic. There are families everywhere, announcements blaring in 3 languages, and the security line looks like it stretches halfway to another country. You glance at your watch. You start doing the math in your head. Will I make it through in time? That little seed of panic starts growing, and that's exactly when they strike. A staff member holding a clipboard approaches you. He's wearing what looks like an official airport polo shirt. Maybe he's even wearing a lanyard with some kind of badge. He glances at your boarding pass, shakes his head with concern and says, "Oh no, friend, the lines today are very, very slow. You might miss your flight if you wait in this line." And suddenly your heart sinks from concern. He leans in like he's doing you a personal favor and says, "But I can help you. I sell you priority security lane access. Only $50. You pay me now. I give you special sticker. You go to front of line. No problem." He even pulls out his phone and shows you a QR code so you can pay him instantly via Venmo or Zelle or some international payment app. It feels official. It feels urgent. So you pay the $50. He peels off a cheap sticker from a sheet in his pocket, slaps it on your boarding pass, and points you toward what he says is the priority entrance. You walk up to that lane feeling relieved, maybe even a little smug that you beat the system. And then the real TSA agent, the actual security officer, looks at your boarding pass, looks at the sticker, and laughs. Not a polite chuckle, a full laugh. Because there is no sticker system. There never was. That piece of paper stuck to your boarding pass means absolutely nothing. You just got scammed out of $50, and now you're being sent to the very back of the regular line you were trying to avoid. You've lost money and you've lost time. Here's the rule that will save you from this. Priority security access, the real kind, is only sold at the official airline check-in counter or through the airline's app before you even get to the airport. It is never, ever sold by a guy with a clipboard standing in the middle of the terminal hallway. If someone approaches you offering to sell you anything that gets you through the airport faster, the answer is no. Walk away. Go directly to the airline desk if you have questions. Don't let panic make you an easy target. This next scam is particularly nasty because it actually uses corrupt airport security officers against you. You've finished your trip. You've got some leftover foreign currency in your wallet. Maybe 100 euros, maybe a few thousand pesos, nothing crazy, just the cash you didn't spend. You see a currency exchange booth before the security checkpoint and you walk up hoping to convert it back to US dollars before you fly home. The person behind the counter shakes their head apologetically. I'm so sorry, we are out of American dollars right now. But don't worry, there's another exchange booth inside, past security, near the gates. They will help you there. It seems reasonable. You thank them, put the cash back in your pocket and head toward the security screening area. This is the trap, and it's coordinated. In certain airports, particularly in countries with known corruption issues, the currency exchange worker signals to a security officer. They're working together. When you go through the metal detector and they scan your bag, the officer suddenly pulls you aside. He finds the foreign cash in your pocket or your bag. His face goes serious. He tells you, very officially, that it is illegal to export this amount of local currency. You're confused. You had no idea because nobody told you, but it doesn't matter. He tells you the cash must be confiscated immediately or you could face arrest and miss your flight. You don't have time to argue. You don't know the local laws. He has a badge and a uniform and the authority of the entire airport behind him. So he takes your cash, writes you some meaningless receipt in a language you can't read, and waves you through. It's theft, plain and simple, government-sanctioned theft. But because he's wearing that uniform, because he has that authority, you have no recourse. You just lost 100 euros or more, and there's nothing you can do about it. The fix for this scam is surprisingly simple, but you have to do it before you ever get to the airport. Spend your remaining foreign coins and small bills before you leave the country. Buy snacks at a convenience store, grab a coffee, pick up a small souvenir if you have larger bills left over that you can't spend. Here's the smarter move. Load that cash onto a global gift card app. Starbucks, McDonald's, Amazon. All of these work internationally and allow you to add local currency to your account balance. Then that money is digital, it's not physical cash, and it can't be confiscated. You can use it on your next trip or even spend it when you get home. Whatever you do, do not walk through airport security carrying large amounts of local currency if you've been redirected there by a currency exchange booth. That's the setup. Let's talk about your checked luggage, because this scam makes my blood boil. You know to be careful. You weighed your suitcase on the scale back at your hotel before you checked out. You know exactly how much it weighs. It's 48 pounds, which is well within the 50-pound limit, so you think you're good. You get to the airport check-in counter, you lift your bag onto the belt, and you watch the digital screen as the numbers climb. 53 pounds. The agent looks at you with a sympathetic frown and says, "I'm sorry, your bag is overweight. That will be a $100 fee." You're stunned. How is that possible? You literally just weighed it 2 hours ago. Did something break? Is their scale wrong? You start to ask questions, but the line behind you is getting impatient, and the agent is already typing the fee into the computer. So you hand over your credit card. You pay the $100 and you walk away confused and frustrated. Here's what actually happened. Their scale was rigged. Not always, not at every airport, but often enough that it's become a known scam. Sometimes the agent doesn't zero out the scale after a previous heavy bag, so your bag is starting from 5 pounds instead of 0. Sometimes, and this is the part that makes me furious, they literally have their foot resting against the side of the scale platform, adding just enough pressure to tip it over the limit. They do this specifically to American travelers because they know that we would rather pay the fee to avoid confrontation and keep the line moving. The fix is so simple, it'll make you wish you'd known it years ago. Buy a $10 portable digital luggage scale. You can find them on Amazon, at travel stores, everywhere. It's a little handheld device with a strap. You hook it to your suitcase handle, lift, and it gives you the exact weight. When you get to the airport and their scale says your bag is overweight, you pull out your scale and weigh it right there in front of them. 99 times out of 100, the moment they see you have your own verified scale, their machine magically recalibrates itself. Suddenly your bag is back down to 48 pounds, problem solved. Or if they insist their scale is correct, you have proof, you have documentation, and you can escalate to a supervisor immediately. That little $10 scale has saved my clients thousands of dollars in bogus overweight fees. Don't leave home without it. Now we get to the most stressful part of any international airport, the security screening area, and specifically the body scanner. This is where a lot of seniors feel the most vulnerable, and scammers know it. The setup in many international airports is confusing by design. Sometimes men and women are separated into different lines. Sometimes there are multiple scanning machines running at once, and it's hard to tell which one you're supposed to go to. The process goes like this. You put your tray on the belt. Inside that tray is your wallet, your passport, maybe your phone, your keys, everything valuable. The tray rolls forward on the conveyor belt toward the X-ray tunnel. But you're held back behind a glass partition, waiting for your turn to step into the body scanner. There are 3, sometimes 4 people ahead of you. You're standing there with your arms at your sides, watching your tray disappear into the machine, and you can't reach it. You're separated from your valuables for 2, maybe 3 full minutes. That gap is the window. That's when they move. These thieves work in teams. One of them, usually dressed like a traveler, creates a distraction. Maybe they argue with a security guard about taking off their shoes. Maybe they set off the metal detector on purpose and cause a holdup. While every staff member's attention is on that commotion, the second thief moves in. They walk up to the belt, reach into your tray before it even enters the tunnel, and they palm your wallet. It takes 2 seconds. By the time you step out of the body scanner, collect yourself, and walk over to the other side to grab your tray, your wallet is gone. The tray is sitting there. Your shoes are there, your belt is there, but your wallet, the one with your cash, your credit cards, your driver's license, it's gone, and there's nothing you can do. You're in a foreign country, your flight is boarding, and you just lost everything. Here's the move that shuts this down completely. Never ever put your wallet, your passport, or your phone loose in the security bin. Instead, put them inside your carry-on bag and zip it shut. Then put that entire zipped bag into the tray. If a thief wants to steal from you, they now have to grab your entire carry-on bag off the belt in front of cameras and security officers, which is hard and obvious. Palming a wallet from an open tray is easy and invisible. A closed, zipped bag forces them to make a big, noticeable move, and they won't do it. This one simple habit protects everything that matters. Let me ask you something, and I'd love to hear your answer in the comments. Have you ever connected to airport Wi-Fi and felt a little uneasy about it afterward? Because this next scam happens while you're sitting at the gate, not even moving, just waiting to board. You pull out your phone or your laptop. You need to check your email, maybe look at your bank account, confirm a hotel reservation. You open your Wi-Fi settings and you see a network called Airport Free Wi-Fi or Terminal 3 Guest Network or something that sounds official. You click it. It connects instantly, no password needed. You think, great, free internet, and you start browsing. Here's the problem. That network isn't run by the airport. It's run by a hacker sitting 30 feet away from you with a laptop. It's called a rogue hotspot or an evil twin network. The name looks real, but it's fake. And the moment you connect to it, everything you do online flows through their computer first. Every password you type, every website you visit, your email login, your bank account. If you buy something online, they capture your credit card number. You're handing them everything, and you don't even know it's happening. The fix is this. Never connect to an open, unsecured Wi-Fi network at an airport unless you have personally verified the exact network name with an airport employee at an information desk. Most real airport networks require you to at least accept terms and conditions on a landing page. If it connects instantly with 0 steps, be suspicious. Better yet, just use your phone's data plan. Yes, it uses your data. Yes, it might cost a few extra dollars if you're international, but it's infinitely safer than connecting to a network controlled by a stranger who wants to steal your identity. If you absolutely must use Wi-Fi, use a VPN, a virtual private network, which encrypts everything you send, so even if someone intercepts it, they can't read it. But the simplest answer, just don't connect. Wait until you're on the plane or back at your hotel on a network you trust. Here's one more that happens after you've boarded, and it catches people off guard because you think once you're on the plane, you're safe. You're settling into your seat. You've stowed your carry-on in the overhead bin. A friendly passenger, a few rows up, approaches you with a smile. They explained that they're traveling with family and they got split up during seat assignments. Would you mind switching seats so they can sit together? It seems like a kind thing to do, so you say yes. You grab your personal item, your jacket, and you move to the new seat they've pointed out. While you're distracted, focused on the seat swap, gathering your things, saying excuse me to other passengers, their accomplice is quietly going through your carry-on bag in the overhead bin. They unzip it, rifle through it, grab anything valuable, your tablet, your medication, your extra cash, and they close it back up. By the time you're settled in your new seat and the plane takes off, you have no idea you've been robbed. You don't discover it until you land and open your bag. The fix is simple but requires you to break a polite habit. During the boarding process, when the cabin is still chaotic and people are moving around, never leave your carry-on bag unattended in the overhead bin. If someone asks you to switch seats, that's fine, but take your bag with you. Don't leave it behind assuming it's safe just because you're on an airplane. Overhead bins are not locked. Anyone can open them. If your bag is too heavy to carry during the switch, at minimum, use a small TSA-approved luggage lock on the zippers. It won't stop a determined thief with wire cutters, but it will stop an opportunistic one who only has 10 seconds to act. Now let me tie all of this together, because there's a bigger picture here that explains why these scams work so well. Every single one of these traps relies on the same psychological weapon, authority. The fake porter has a vest. The priority lane scammer has a badge. The security officer has a uniform. The currency exchange booth looks official. The airport Wi-Fi network has a professional name. We are conditioned from childhood to trust people in uniforms, people with badges, people who look like they belong. And scammers know that. They exploit that trust ruthlessly, especially when you're tired, stressed, and in an unfamiliar environment. So here's the mindset shift I need you to make. In an airport, especially an international airport, visual authority means nothing until you verify it. A vest is just fabric. A badge is just plastic. If someone approaches you offering help you didn't ask for, offering to sell you something, or telling you there's a problem with your documents or your luggage, stop, take a breath, and verify with an official source. Walk to the airline counter. Ask an employee at an information desk. Don't just hand over money or information because someone looks official. Traveling the world is one of life's greatest privileges, and I don't want fear to stop you from experiencing it. But the reality is that the world has changed. Airports are more crowded, scams are more sophisticated, and the people running them are better at blending in than ever before. You don't need to be paranoid. You just need to be prepared. You need to know what to look for, what to say, and when to say no. If this video helped you feel more confident about your next trip, I'd love it if you'd share it with someone you care about. A friend, a family member, anyone planning to travel internationally this year. And in the comments, tell me, have you ever been targeted by a scam at an airport? What happened? Your story might help someone else avoid the same trap. Pack smart, stay alert, trust your instincts, and remember, protecting yourself isn't rude, it's necessary. Safe travels, and I'll see you in the next one.